All right. Well, here we go. Just for some context, okay? The video is called Super Mario 64 or SM64 dash Watch for Falling Rocks dash half or 0.5x A presses commentated. This is a
Also,
response.
before you go, okay, if it is as I theorized, how he is saying it's half an A press, my theory, if it is that theory that I theorized, I I will lose my mind. Because that means he's exactly wrong. But please continue.
Okay.
Please do.
I think okay, I think we need a safe word, okay? I think you need a safe word where when you find your mind is expanding too rapidly and it's starting to
Oh my
explode out of
god.
your skull, you can say a
Oh,
safe word and I'll pause the video and we can take a moment, okay?
I don't think we'll need that, buddy. But
Okay, if you say so. Oh, I'm excited. All right. Just for clarity's sake, as he's going to go over pretty soon, this is a reply to uh, a video of him doing a speed run that was 4 minutes long. And okay, I'll let the rest speak for itself. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Classic opening.
In this video, I'll be explaining exactly what I do to collect Watch for Rolling Rocks in 0.5 A presses. But first, we need to clear something up, because every time I post a half A press video, I get the same comments over and over asking what it means, even though I always have a whole paragraph in the description explaining it, which even starts with, if you're wondering what a half A press
I
is,
bet you
read
haven't
this
even
before
read
commenting
this.
to ask. But maybe what you guys need isn't a paragraph. Maybe you guys need an example. So, consider Wing Mario over the rainbow. Not even the whole star, just consider getting to that cannon platform, which is a necessary part of getting the star. So, how many A presses does it take to get there? Well, if you say 0, that's wrong, because then Mario can't go far enough. If you say 1, well, it's true that Mario can get there with 1, but we can do a little better. We can do it in half an A press. To do that, we start the level already holding A, and then we use that A press to reach the platform. Now hold on, I know what you're thinking. An A press is an A press. You can't say it's only a half. Well,
There he is.
TJ, Henry, Yoshi, hear me out. An A press
That you understand now? You understand what you sound like?
I'm-
You understand?
that's me.
You
That's what I
sound
sound
like
like.
TJ Henry Yoshi,
Oh
Dave.
my god, dude. Okay. Yeah, all right.
Prepare to be educated, okay?
actually has 3 parts to it. When A is pressed, when A is held, and when A is released.
See?
And together,
That's
this
not
forms
true.
one complete A press. Now, usually it's the pressing that's useful, because that's the only part that makes Mario jump. However, sometimes it's sufficient to just use the holding part, which allows Mario to do little kicks, to swim in water, to fall slowly while twirling, and to fall slowly with the wing cap. And as for the release, well, there's currently no cases where that's useful or important, so don't worry about that part. Now, if we map out the required A presses for Wing Mario over the rainbow, it would look like this. We merely need to hold A to reach the cannon platform, we need to press A to launch from the first cannon, and we need to press A again to launch from the second cannon. So, how many A presses is that total? Well, it appears to be 3, and if we were doing this star in isolation, then yeah, it would be 3. But in a full game A button challenge run, there are other A presses that occur earlier in the run, such as this A press needed to get into the course. So, if we take that A press into consideration as well,
I love the music
then how
that
many
comes
A
back every
presses would
time.
it take? The naive answer would be 4. One to enter.
Oh, what's that? What's that? Cyvax? Is that
Okay.
aspiration?
Can I just say
Uh-huh.
he's like I understand exactly his half an A press theory. And
Oh,
if that makes sense.
okay.
It does. But
Oh,
like he's drawing this graph right here.
uh-huh.
He's just not highlighting where he presses it before.
This is where he pressed it right here. This is the press. You
Criken,
see?
I know he pressed it there,
Yes.
but that doesn't change what he's doing.
What do you
He
mean?
is pressing it.
Right.
Like, because it doesn't register the full thing. Okay, yeah, okay, I'll let him
All
finish.
right, let him
No,
let
I'll
him finish. Let him finish.
I'll let him
into the
finish.
course, and the
We're
3
2
within the
minutes
course.
in.
We're yeah.
Oh, this is such a terrible bit, dude.
This isn't a bit. Let's get that straight right
Okay.
now. This isn't a bit.
Okay.
This isn't a
Yeah,
bit.
mhm.
I'm
This isn't a bit.
genuinely passionate about this.
Okay. Okay.
This is education, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
That we established earlier. However, we can do better. We can actually do it in 3 by simply holding out the first A press to be used for the half A press, because the half A press only required A to be held, not actually pressed. So in this fashion, Wing Mario Over the Rainbow only adds on an additional 2 A presses
Okay,
to
can
the
we
run.
pause for a sec? 1 second. So, okay. You see the graph,
Yes.
right? But that state between held and not held?
Yeah.
Okay. If there was a middle state between held and not held, and that was the middle stage, I would have already told you I am wrong. I would have said that.
There is
And
a middle
I'm
stage.
just
This
giving-
middle stage has a different effect on Mario
No.
than this one.
No. That's, I mean, on the y-axis, if it was halfway up, like,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Well, obviously,
That
but then
I would
that
say
is
is a half A press.
Then there would be no debate around half an A press because there would literally be a
Ye-
state of half an A press.
But you told me this was absolute. Why are we debating?
Because we're getting to that. Okay. You see this box? This is what he's explaining right now.
Uh-huh.
This is the level, the amount of A presses in this level.
Criken, if he goes and tells me that he's going to use the area of those graphs, no. Still no, bud. I don't know about that one.
I think you're spending a little time trying to preempt his stance
I'm
and not listening.
a little time to do that. Okay. All right. I'm going to stop. I'm going to listen.
We're not even 3 minutes in. All right.
Oh, it's so long.
Just let it happen.
Can I quit now?
No.
If I quit now.
Are you saying you want to quit and make an apology video already at 2:58? Because we are not even scratching the surface. No, Dave.
Yes.
No, you do not understand. I envy the ignorance you have right now. Assuming
I don't want to watch
assuming what the rest of this video is.
Oh God, please!
Just
can I
buckle in right now, okay?
Criken, we
Since
really
the first
don't
A press
have to do
just
this.
leeches off of a previous A press. So to capture this phenomenon, we call it 2.5 A presses. On a single star basis, you'd round that up to 3, but in a full game run, you'd round it down to 2.
Okay, do you understand that part at least?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so if this is just, this level, then he said he would round it up to 3, right? Because it's just.
Oh my God.
But in the full game, there were only 3 here, because he held A from here to here.
Yes. Yeah. I think Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, in conclusion, since that first A press counts in some contexts, but adds no additional A presses in other contexts, we refer to it as a half A press.
Yeah!
So,
Take it
going
home!
back to the video, you can see that I start the level with the A button already held, as indicated in the bottom left corner. And so in the full game run, this A press will just leech off of a previous one, and so it won't incur an additional A press. Okay, glad that's explained. Now, what am I doing in the video? Here, I'm using a trick called Scuttlebug Transportation.
Okay, if you need to get a glass of water, now would be the time, because we're entering the real video.
Hasn't he already finished? He's exactly explained what it is. Criken, I know that this is some sort of mental torture, isn't it? Where he explains it in the first 3 minutes, and now you're just trying to break me down so I'm like Jello that you can mold into some sort of shape once you're done. I don't.
You are so naive.
Oh
so naive.
Okay.
Okay, look, if he were to just post this 3-minute video with this explanation saying this is why half an A press is a thing, he would have maybe gotten 5 replies of all right, well, if you say so, but that doesn't explain this and this. So this gentleman went as far as to
Okay. Can
map.
I hazard one guess?
Okay. Oh, go ahead. Let's hear it.
Okay. There's gonna be so he's gonna use a frame where Mario is occupied, like when he takes damage or something, and press A while it has no input and it doesn't register, but release it as he lands so that he gets half an A press again instead of a full A press like usual.
You
Is that what he
fool.
does? I don't.
You fool. What about half an A press? Do you not fucking understand, Dave? He doesn't release
Fine,
the
dude.
A button. It's already held down.
Oh yes, of course. Because the release does nothing essentially.
Yes.
It's pretty much
We know
useless.
that.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Sorry. You know, I'm so sorry. Why did I even think of I'm not a my brain's so small. Brain's so tired, dude. Oh.
Just sit back and let this wash over you, okay? Because this is when the real video starts.
Run, this A press will just leech off of a previous one, and so it won't incur an additional A press. Okay, glad that's explained. Now, what am I doing in the video? Here, I'm using a trick called Scuttlebug Transportation. You see, like most enemies, Scuttlebugs have a home, which is just a point in 3D space, and they'll patrol a certain radius around that point. So, if Mario enters that radius, they'll lunge at him to attack. But, unlike most other enemies, a Scuttlebug's home can change positions, because if a Scuttlebug bumps into Mario, the Scuttlebug's home will update to where the Scuttlebug was when the collision occurred. So, by strategically luring the Scuttlebug to the edge of its radius and bumping into it, we can effectively transport the Scuttlebug and its home. So, that's what I'm doing here. Note that we can't actually transport a Scuttlebug to outside of its native room. They actually get stuck at the door. So, if your dream was to bring all the Scuttlebugs together for one big jamboree, I'm sorry, but it's not gonna happen. Also worth noting is that Scuttlebugs will actually disappear if they walk into a wall while too far below their current.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Sorry. Robaz just rated me with a inflammatory raid message. You can't
Thank you, Robaz.
press A. What the hell?
Thank you, Robaz, dude. God bless.
Do we gotta go back?
Oh my god.
Do we gotta go back? Do we gotta
Criken,
educate all
please,
these
no.
new people? All right, Robaz, Henry Yoshi. We started again. Look, I think Dave actually left his room. Look, we can't go back. We can't go back. I've already replayed this video 3 times. I've had to educate everyone new that comes into chat. This is a preliminary requirement to watching the stream. Dave? Dave?
Okay.
Did you just take a lap?
I went to get something, dude.
What is it?
Nothing. You'll find out.
Oh. Well, okay. Do you understand the Scuttlebug Transportation theory? Not even theory. It's more of a procedure.
Yeah.
Okay. It'll be relevant later, I promise, okay?
All right, dude.
So I do have to be careful to avoid that. It's pretty weird if you've never seen it before, but I'm pretty sure they did it so that if a Scuttlebug jumps into a hole, it wouldn't just walk around down there. Anyway, I'm transporting the Scuttlebug to the corner right below the Watch for Rolling Rock star, because next I do a trick called Scuttlebug raising, and here's how it works. On the left, I show a bird's eye view of the scene, and on the right, I show a view from the side. Now, when Mario leaves the Rolling Rocks room, the Scuttlebug deactivates. That's because the room, and everything in it, are only active when Mario's in the room, or standing in a small region right outside the door, indicated here in yellow. So, if Mario isn't in the Rolling Rocks room, or in the yellow region, then the room will be completely black, and everything in the room will be invisible and won't move. Conveniently, this allows us to raise the Scuttlebug by performing the following steps. First, Mario enters the Scuttlebug's radius. Although the Scuttlebug is invisible and can't move around, it can still turn towards Mario and activate a lunge. Then, Mario leaves the radius and the Scuttlebug returns to facing its home. Next, Mario enters the yellow region to activate the Scuttlebug. The Scuttlebug will perform the lunge that it started, but cleverly, we have Mario exit the yellow region right when the Scuttlebug is at the peak of its trajectory, thereby deactivating it so it won't fall down. And finally, since the Scuttlebug moved past its home, it turns around to face its home once more. Now, we've gotten all the height we could out of the Scuttlebug's current lunge, but that's no problem because we can just activate another lunge by repeating this procedure. Activate a lunge while the Scuttlebug is deactivated, reactivate the Scuttlebug just for the upwards portion of its trajectory, and then repeat. As simple as that.
As simple as that. Any questions?
No questions.
Oh, you understood all of it then. Okay, can you?
Yeah.
This is part of the test. Explain what he's doing with Scuttlebug raising.
You're kidding me, right?
You don't have any questions.
You
I
want to
assume you have it.
explain? Do you want to just explain Scuttlebug raising, or like the whole thing? What do you want?
Well, I mean, Scuttlebug Transportation is fairly rudimentary, right? You just
You're right. Sorry, I don't know why I even asked.
you transport the home of the bug. Every time you get hit, it resets the home. That way you can move it across the level, but you can't get a Bancherie because they can't go through doors.
Yeah.
Okay. Simple enough. Scuttlebug raising.
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
Easy. Yeah. So you use the fact that the Scuttlebug is inactive when you're outside of the small zone, just in front of the door or inside the room, and you activate it, causing it to begin the lunge, and you move when it's at the apex of the lunge, and then when you go out of that whilst it's at the apex, you deactivate it again, meaning that it resets and turns towards its home. And then when you go back, oh, someone just said wrong.
No, you're doing great. You're doing great. Don't listen to chat.
You basically repeat the process with the deactivated the Scuttlebug, reactivating it so that it lunges towards its home, and you have it sort of oscillate around that point, lunging while raising.
Very good. All right. Very simple. All right. Now we're on to the next step.
That's what I do here, and I have a second screen to show it from the Scuttlebug's perspective. Fortunately, the Scuttlebug's radius isn't a sphere, but a cylinder that extends up and down infinitely. So really, no matter how high the Scuttlebug gets, we can continue to enter its area to activate its lunges and move it upwards. There's no limit to how high we can raise it. Now, it's worth noting that I only activate the Scuttlebug while I'm not inside its radius, so the Scuttlebug will always lunge towards its home and not towards Mario. This causes the Scuttlebug to effectively travel straight up above its home, but alternatively, I could have activated the Scuttlebug while inside of its radius, and in that case, the Scuttlebug would always lunge towards Mario instead of towards its home, so it would actually make its way towards the door and then travel straight up from there. That method's actually a little faster because we wouldn't have to wait for the Scuttlebug to turn back towards its home before each activation. However, it wouldn't work for what we're doing because we need the Scuttlebug to be right next to that corner. In fact, the top of that corner has a special property which we call a misalignment.
I knew you'd pause! Oh my god. Oh, fuck.
You okay? I haven't heard you this riled up before.
No, it's okay. It's good, dude.
Any questions?
What could it be?
I mean, look, we're getting there. We're 7 minutes into 24 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You good? It's just I'm checking up on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Great.
Basically, in the game's code, there's a discrepancy between the way the game handles collision checking with floors versus walls. This results in a 1x1 unit area where Mario can get under the floor without being pushed away by the walls. And if Mario's less than 79 units under a floor, he'll snap right up onto it. So that'll be important later for getting up there. Anyway, now it's time to build up some speed. And I mean a lot of speed. So to get that speed, we're going to use a trick called hyper speed walking, and here's how it works. You probably already know that there are some slopes in the game that are too steep to stand on. Mario just slides off of them. But did you know that you actually can stand on these slopes?
Real quick, before we go any further, I want to directly challenge your belief that Sonic is the fastest video game character in the world.
Oh my god. Dude. Why? This is a full-on personal attack at the... Okay, what could you possibly say?
The rest of this video is about to prove to you, without a shadow of a doubt, that Mario is faster than Sonic.
Completely false. There's no way. fastest thing alive, Criken. Is Mario dead? Are you saying Mario is dead? That's the only way.
You'll find out soon.
They're submerged in shallow water. In fact, the underwater portion of these slopes has a special property. If you try running uphill on them, you'll end up running backwards at an increasing speed with no upper bound. But in most circumstances, this would cause us to end up in the water before building up any real speed. We can get a little more speed by running nearly parallel to the slope but ever so slightly uphill, but eventually the slope runs out, or we move too fast to round a corner. But there are some ways to have Mario walk while staying in place. For example, if there's a wall perpendicular to the slope, then we can use that. That allows Mario to build up quite a bit of speed before he breaks through. However, if the wall isn't perpendicular to the slope, then we end up sliding down into the water. That's because walls are really just rectangles that push Mario out perpendicularly. So, if Mario moves into a wall at an angle, the game will calculate his intended next position, then the wall will push that position out, and then Mario ends up having a net movement along the wall. So ultimately, he'll end up moving into the water. So, is all hope lost? Well, no, because Tyler Caney figured out that we could actually make use of the gate.
Can we get some quick claps for Tyler Caney? What, Dave? What?
I'm just really happy he's at least citing his sources.
He
dude.
does.
I'm really, yeah, with a picture. Like it's
Blowing-
goddamn Einstein. Like
playing
it's
the
freaking
flutes.
Max Planck.
You tell me you don't know Tyler Caney, dude? He invented the gate property.
Dude, I'll add him into my list of professors I really want to study under.
Okay. Dave, you're sounding kind of salty here. We're not even halfway through the video, okay?
Sorry, I'm just thinking of how like useless it is, like the Higgs boson, and like how useless everything I went to college for was and stuff. Like, it's making me really like remember, you know, like how real science is done. Really, this is the spark that I felt.
Yeah.
When I first was going to college to study and stuff. But this is I've never felt this spark in a long time. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Yeah, Dave,
this is how I show it.
Your degree, what is your degree in exactly?
It's in physics and computer science.
Well, then this should be right up your alley. And the fact that you can't recognize what he's doing with half an A press is frankly, it's frankly.
I mean, I did like how Mario tunnels through a wall when he's moving at it fast enough. That is actually physically accurate because it's quantum tunneling, and if there's no upper bound to his speed, he's just gaining energy, and until he quantum tunnels through a wall.
Here we go. He knows where we're going, boys. Just you wait, Dave.
You see, the bottom of the gate is a ceiling, and the game doesn't like putting Mario too close to the area right under a ceiling because it doesn't think he fits. So, if we have Mario move backwards into the ceiling, the game will choose not to move him, so we're free to build up speed in place. But not infinite speed, because we'd end up breaking free if our speed moved past the gate. So what do? We turn to redirect our speed out of bounds. Notice that we now have enough speed so that our intended next position is past the wall and out of bounds. And since the game doesn't like placing Mario out of bounds, it doesn't move him, and instead just lets him stay in place, just like the ceiling. But unlike the ceiling, out of bounds goes on forever, so we can essentially build up as much speed as we want without having to worry about breaking free. So now I do just that. Open the gate, use the ceiling of the gate to build up some speed, and then redirect my angle out of bounds to build up the rest. Now, you're probably wondering what I'm going to need all this speed for. After all, I do build up speed for 12 hours. But to answer that,
I'm sorry, Dave. Dave?
Yes, Criken.
How fast is
I'm
this?
here. How is that his speed? That's the speed that he has?
That's his current speed after 12 hours.
Well, here's the thing I want to address. Is that in like meters per second, miles per hour, or what? Like Mario's per day? Like what is that? What's the unit?
I couldn't tell you. I think Mario's per hour.
Let me see. If that was even in miles per hour, Let me get my calculator out and change that to meters per second real quick. Give me a minute. Okay, right. Right, let me just, all right. Miles per hour.
So the dude released a troll video because people wouldn't read his description. This is not a troll video. This is as far from a troll video as it comes.
Yikes. That's actually slow. It's slower than Sonic still.
Is it still okay? Well, now take that 12 hours and multiply it by well, I don't know, infinity, because that's literally how long you can do this
his
for.
Acceleration. Criken, so let me give you a small physics lesson here. Since he's not moving, he actually has 0 velocity. That's his acceleration. That's a theoretical value of acceleration.
Oh, my
he's not actually
sweet
moving.
Summer Dave.
Criken, but literally, it's like if you imagine a circle, okay? The acceleration of like something being swung around in a circle is always changing, but the velocity stays the same. That's like basic.
He is moving.
When will he move? Tell me when he moves.
In about a minute 30. Just wait and see.
That's his potential energy. If you like get all that, like imagine he's just...
Now, what happens if potential energy suddenly becomes actual energy, realized energy?
That it depends on the object. It depends on
the object is Mario.
Well, he like parts of him would dissociate. All of Mario would not go at that set speed unless he becomes quantum.
He got it. Ladies and gentlemen, he got it.
Oh my freaking god.
Here we go.
We need to talk about parallel universes, and if you thought my other tangents were complicated, just you wait. Okay, so Mario's position is a floating point number, but it's converted to a short when the game uses it to test for collision with floor triangles. In other words, Mario's position can basically be any decimal number, but it's converted to an integer between negative 32,768 and positive 32,767 inclusive. So, any fractional portion is truncated, and numbers too big or too small are moved into this range using the modulo operator. Graphically, that means that the position used for floor detection is always inside of this box, so if Mario's in that box, then his actual position and the position used for floor detection are the same, albeit maybe off by a single fraction due to the truncation. But if Mario leaves that box, then his actual position and the position used for floor detection will separate, since the position used for floor detection will just loop back around to remain in the original box. So now I ask you this. Here's the course. So if Mario is standing way over here where there's no land, but the position used for floor detection is on land, can he stand over here? The answer is yes. As far as the game sees it, Mario is in fact above land over here because the game actually checks for land over here. So, for all intents and purposes, there is essentially land over here, a copy of the original map, and this is what we call a parallel universe, or a PU. And this applies to every one of these boxes.
Yes.
So there's actually a grid of nearly infinite PUs. Here is a to-scale diagram of the PU grid. As you can see, the PUs are actually pretty far apart, but I'll be taking some creative liberties and drawing them closer together for the sake of clearer visuals. Now, PUs aren't as glamorous as you might think. The graphics are only found on the original map, so the PUs are completely invisible. Furthermore, PUs have no objects, like elevators or item blocks, no enemies, no items, like coins or stars, and not even any walls. So really, it's pretty barren. Furthermore, the N64 console will actually crash if you go to a PU and let the camera follow you, but luckily, we can avoid that crash by fixing the camera in place on the original map before leaving it, though that does make it even harder to tell what's going on in the PUs. So, as you just saw, you can travel to a PU if you have enough speed, but it's not as simple as you might think. If you have just enough speed to reach the PU one over, it won't actually work. That's because the game actually checks if Mario is above land at each quarter step of his movement. That means the simplest PU movement is moving over 4 PUs at once. That way, each quarter step is above land and therefore valid. For simplicity, we call this quadruple PU distance 1 QPU.
Any questions, Dave?
No.
Anything about quad PUs?
No. I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Quantum Mario that you scoffed at.
Well, I gotta say he like okay, he's not exactly quantum. Parallel universes have nothing to do with quantum physics as far as well,
But what if
they
he
do,
exists
but
on both at the same time?
if he exists on that's not no, that's not either. Unless it's I mean if okay, well unless it's like a wave function that has two states, but this isn't two states because he's clearly saying the object multiplies. So I don't want to like this is really demeaning, Criken, for like
Okay.
oh
For all
sorry.
your education.
Never mind. Never
No,
mind,
look,
dude.
look. You're right. I know this is all using the logic of the game world, and therefore doesn't function by our same laws. I'm saying this lovely creator has established, in layman's terms, well, the best he can manage, really, the like the physic system of Super Mario, and that it has its own rules that may or may not mirror our own in some ways. You know, like he's trying to explain it in our terms, but it's got its own.
I understand.
Like,
But like as far as quantum physics, it's wave functions, dude. It's lit like it's I haven't seen a single phi or like an equation yet. And maybe I haven't watched enough. I want to watch the whole thing. I want to
all right,
just, you know.
we're almost there. Well, not really, but you know, we're making good progress. Here we go.
Yeah.
Now, up until this point, I've been glossing over a very important detail, which I now need to clear up. What if I told you the distance Mario moves isn't necessarily equal to his speed? For example, look how fast Mario moves at 31 speed on this flat slope, and now compare it to how fast he moves at the same speed on this steeper slope. In both cases, he has about the same speed, but clearly he's moving at different rates. That's because the distance Mario moves is only a portion of his actual speed, and this portion depends on the slope of the ground. The steeper the slope, the smaller this portion is. Note that it only depends on the steepness,
can I just
not
say,
whether...
what he's calling speed, he probably means Mario has the same acceleration but a different velocity because of moving through friction and other mediums. It is not. Well, I guess speed is a wider term for a mix of both. But I didn't continue. I should stop. I really should.
No, I think you might be right. The game does call it speed. I think he's referencing the speed number, you know, that it shows. But you know, I think you might in literal terms be correct. Yes.
whether Mario's facing uphill, downhill, or sideways on the hill. In these visuals, blue will represent Mario's actual speed, and green will represent the portion of it that he moves, which we call Mario's de facto speed. So in these three pictures, Mario has the same speed, but he has different de facto speeds since he's standing on slopes with different steepnesses. So if we want to move one QPU, it's not sufficient to have
Literally,
QPU
you
speed.
could even do that with
we need
Pythagoras theorem and displacement. Okay, de facto speed. What does de facto mean? Can I get a nomenclature for that?
Mm,
Okay, thank you.
I thought he made it up. Look, I didn't go to physics school. I know everything about physics.
You went
through
to regular school. We all went to. It's like it's what they teach children. Pythagoras theorem, dude.
Yeah,
The hypotenuse.
that was a while ago.
SOHCAHTOA. Okay, yeah, it was a while ago. I guess I only remember it because I'm a nerd about it. Okay.
I went to Mario school, bro. Okay.
I did not go to Sonic school. Sonic is a video game that I like.
This is much more than that.
I'm feeling it.
I can feel your rage building up. Here, I want to hear your thoughts at the end of the video. Okay.
Okay.
need QPU de facto speed, which often means our actual speed will need to be greater than 1 QPU to compensate. So to reiterate, we need to increase our speed until our de facto speed syncs up with 1 QPU, and the speed needed to do this is called the syncing speed. So in this diagram, the blue arrow represents the syncing speed. When we have that speed, the quarter steps of the de facto speed sync up with the PUs, and we can move. Now, what I'm showing here is just the lowest, or first syncing speed, aka the speed to move exactly 1 QPU. If we increase our speed, eventually our de facto speed would sync up again when it covers a distance of 2 QPU, and so we'd be able to move at that speed, which is 2 times as fast as before. So in general, any multiple of the lowest syncing speed is itself a syncing speed, and will cover multiple QPU at once. So remember, every slope has a different set of syncing speeds, and this can make routing tricky. For example, in the video where I do PU movement to reach the secret aquarium, I had to traverse several different slopes. First, this slope that I used for hyperspeed walking, then this slope at the edge of the water, then the flat ground of the castle foyer, then the castle stairs, which is really a steep ramp, and then the flat ground of the upstairs. And note that the stairs you see there are actual stairs and not a ramp, so they're just flat ground. Here is a graph showing the syncing speeds for each of these slopes, and so these are the speeds I need in order to have PU movement while standing on each of these slopes.
No, I'm really sorry. The most unlabeled graph I've seen in my life. I would actually be failed. No, stop. Sorry, let's watch it. No, dude. Let's watch it, dude.
You sound a little defensive. It's I know. I feel like you're having to battle for the relevancy of your education against this video. I didn't mean for that to be the narrative. Okay, we're breaking down our understanding of this game.
Yeah, dude.
He is right though. Yes, I don't know what this is. I'm assuming this is just the speed that is mentioned in that game from that speed, number he was showing. And each of these is the amount of movement you would have to use to cross a QPU, right?
Yeah.
Naturally, the steeper
yeah.
slopes have greater syncing speeds. Now, keep in mind that I can only build up speed while I'm on the hyperspeed walking slope. Once I leave it, I can't generate any more speed, so my speed will only decrease from there. So to successfully perform this PU route, I better have generated enough speed to meet each slope's syncing speed in turn. For example, let's say I build up enough speed to reach the first possible syncing speed, and I use that to go to the next slope. Then, I could let my speed drop until I reach this slope's syncing speed, go to the next slope, let my speed drop again until I reach this slope's syncing speed, go to the next slope, but then I have a bit of a problem. I have less than the required syncing speed and no way to gain any more.
It's gotta gain
so
more
is
speed.
this route just impossible?
No.
Well, no,
he goes
because
farther.
these are just these slopes' first syncing speeds.
Yeah, he's gotta go
but
farther.
remember, any multiple of these will work as well. So now, let's factor in each slope's second syncing speed as well.
Yes!
These speeds allow Mario to move 2 QPU at once instead of 1. So now, if I instead build up enough speed to reach the second syncing speed of that first slope, then I'll actually have enough speed to meet each syncing speed in turn and complete the route.
Yes!
And if that didn't work, we could have considered each slope's third syncing speed and so on until we did get it to work.
That makes
However,
sense.
which syncing speed we need to reach initially is kind of a big deal, because reaching that first syncing speed takes about 12 hours, and reaching that second syncing speed takes about 25 hours.
Yeah.
So if there's a way to use a lower syncing speed initially, then that's a 12-hour save. So, how much speed will we need to generate for
That's
the
a
Watch for
12-hour
Rolling
save.
Rockstar? Well, keep in mind that even with access to unlimited horizontal speed, we don't have any improved vertical mobility. So to get to the top of the course, we need to...
Yeah. Remember when you said
I did.
you volunteered to remake this video without knowing what the video was about?
Yeah, I said like a 2-minute version. Honestly, I would just do the first 2 minutes because that's all you need for the Anthony press.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Oh, well, we're almost there.
to travel up slopes and ride up elevators, so this will be the basic route. Start on the hyperspeed walking slope, navigate along the path up from the lake, ride up this elevator, ride up this other elevator, make our way onto the amazing emergency exit platform, which is the highest point we can reach, and then launch to the Watch for Rolling Rocks platform.
Okay, so the thing I don't understand with this, if he builds up all of his speed, how is he able to traverse the level to get to the point that he wants to be at to launch? You know?
He does it through the QPUs, right?
Like, okay.
Platform. By itself, that still won't be enough height, but the Scuttlebug we positioned will provide the extra bounce we need.
No.
So this is the graph
The
of the
setup
sinking
and payoff.
speeds of these slopes. Unfortunately, we run into a bit of an issue with the path up from the lake. That area is actually made up of dozens of floor triangles that each have different slopes. But that didn't stop me. After careful observation and scrutiny, I isolated 6 triangles, which I named T1 through T6. These triangles have strictly decreasing steepnesses, so we
Now
can
he's a
meet
spine
each of their
surgeon. Now
sinking
he's
speeds.
actually a spine surgeon. Oh my god.
What do you mean?
It's the way they label. I watched a medicine video where they actually label parts of the spine,
Like the vertebrae
from the
is...
top to the bottom. Yeah, there's T's.
Yeah, man.
I'm not a doctor, but God.
Here we go. Let's do some spine surgery.
In turn. Additionally, their heights span the entire vertical distance we need to cover to go from bottom to top, without leaving any gaps in between. So, by using the slopes of those 6 triangles, we can complete the blueprint for our route,
Oh, God.
allowing us to utilize the first sinking speed of that initial slope, so building up speed only takes 12 hours instead of 25. Now, we're almost ready.
Wait. So he's avoided spending 25 hours building up speed because
They replace
so basically he went...
the parts in the room.
Yeah, he needed to get to a certain, like, you know, hit check marks of speed to get to certain QPUs to, you know, to get to the star he's looking for. But rather than having to restart the whole, you know, go 2 QPUs over to have the kind of buffer to get there, he's using each of these T1s at a different slope in order to change how efficiently he's building up speed, or is spending the speed, I guess.
How efficiently he's losing speed.
Yeah.
He's expending it. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Ready to go back to the video, but there's just some final points I want to make. For example, you don't need to have exactly the sinking speed to traverse PUs. If you have slightly less than the sinking speed, you'll move relatively forwards in the map. If you have slightly more than the sinking speed, you'll move relatively backwards in the map. And the further you deviate from the sinking speed, the greater this relative movement will be. Additionally, if you adjust your angle slightly away from the cardinal direction, you can move relatively sideways. But keep in mind that even the smallest possible angle deviation will be magnified over the QPU distance, and thus, Mario will be sent multiple feet to the side. Now, based off what I've told you, you might think you can only travel multiples of 4 PUs at a time, but that's not actually true.
Oh boy.
For example, if one of your quarter steps is out of bounds or over a ceiling, then that quarter step will be invalid. And since Mario moves up to but not including the first invalid quarter step, he can in fact end up stopping prematurely at one of the quarter steps. Separately, if you change slopes during a quarter step, your de facto speed will change and you'll alter the distance of the next quarter step. And so most likely, it will no longer sync up with a PU and you'll end up stopping on the new slope. Finally, for simplicity, the set of PUs that are multiples of 4 away, we call the QPU grid, and if Mario's on the QPU grid, then we say he's QPU aligned. Remember, moving a multiple of 4 PUs is easy, but moving a different amount requires special conditions like out of bounds or changing slopes. So, if you're QPU aligned, it's easy to stay that way, and if you're QPU misaligned, it's easy to stay that way as well. Now, if you become QPU misaligned, you'll need to correct that in order to return to the main map.
Oh my god.
But that can be difficult if
Yeah.
you're not near out of bounds and your sequence of slope changes is predetermined. So, managing your QPU alignment is one of the many challenges of planning a PU route. Okay, so now we're finally ready to resume the main video and watch the PU movement. Just kidding. First I need to explain what these screens are. These extra screens are...
That is the best. That is the best debate of this entire video. Oh my god. Oh, that's incredible. Okay.
Oh my god.
We're almost there. All right.
And watch the PU movement. Just kidding. First I need to explain what these screens are. These extra screens will help you follow along during the PU
Thank you.
movement. The standard view is just the view that the game shows, but since I fixed the camera on the main map to prevent the game from crashing, this screen won't tell you very much. The relative view shows where I am in each PU. This is what it would look like if I let the camera follow Mario around, and if PUs weren't invisible. The relative map also shows where I am in each PU, but from an overhead perspective. And finally, the PU map shows where I am in the PU grid. Okay, so now let's really start.
Okay.
So, as I explained earlier, I navigate up the path from the lake using the 6 triangles I isolated, and I've marked them in the relative map so you can follow along. So basically, I get onto a triangle,
Yeah.
let my speed drop until I'm around the sinking speed
T2.
for that triangle slope, then navigate uphill on the triangle, and then move to the next triangle. Using what I taught you, you should be able to follow along with my movement. For example, I'm able to move relatively backwards because I have slightly more than the sinking speed.
Right.
Whenever I move sideways, it's because I'm slightly angled away from the cardinal direction. And every time I move from triangle to triangle, my QPU alignment changes. But
Just so you guys realize, every movement he's doing here is him moving along relative copies of the entire map, their entire collision. So each one of these, that's four different fucking parallel universes that he just moved across.
cleverly, I planned it in such a way that they'd all cancel out by the end and I'd end up QPU aligned. So right now I'm on the 6th triangle, so I do a little zigzag to bring me back towards the main map, as you can see on the PU map screen. Remember, I need to return to the main map in order to access the elevator, since there are no
Oh my
objects.
god, I did not even think about that. He's actually got to get across all of the parallel universes back to the original one. So all the
Yeah.
speed he's been building up, he's got to go back with.
Yeah.
God, for some reason I'd never even thought about that. The return, it's like fucking saving energy to come back from Mordor. There's no eagles, you know. Anyway,
That's true.
In PUs. As you may have noticed right there, the elevator didn't register me until I started kicking, and that's actually the reason why I've been holding A this entire time. By holding A, I can press B to do these little kicks. Without these kicks, I go through the elevator, but with the kicks, I can ride it up to gain precious height. Okay, so now we're closing in on the end. The final movement I do will be a kick onto the amazing emergency exit platform, then turn and launch myself towards
sorry, the amazing emergency exit platform? Is that its actual name? I don't know why he called it that. He's also about to
Are
die.
you asking me?
I don't know.
Is this a
I don't usually make it this far in the video. We've watched this 3 times and we always stop right there.
You lied to me?
Anyway,
You
the Scuttlebug.
Assistant
That movement will bring me
Professor
10 PU to the
Myers.
right and 3 PU down, but since I want to end up on the main map, I reverse that displacement and so position myself 3 PU up and 10 PU left. While doing that, I simultaneously position myself in the correct relative part of the map to make the movement work. Okay, now don't blink.
oh,
And there we go. By bouncing on the Scuttlebug and
he killed the Scuttlebug that he raised himself. That I never would have expected that. That's fucked up.
Okay, now don't blink. And there we go. By bouncing on the Scuttlebug and ground pounding in the misalignment, I achieved just enough height to get onto the Rolling Rocks platform. Here, I show an abridged version of the Scuttlebug raising, in case earlier's viewing was too choppy to follow.
There he goes.
As you can see, the Scuttlebug moves back and forth above its home. At the end, you can see I do 2 special raisings purely to move him sideways and closer to the corner.
This Scuttlebug was over 12 years old. Sorry, not years, hours. The 12 hours he spent down in that fucking den gaining speed.
Oh my God.
All for 1 star. Just because he couldn't be asked to fucking press a full A press. It's disgusting.
Since he ended up being too far away for the bounce to work. And here I show an alternate angle of the final PU movement. The Scuttlebug actually became active once I entered the PU version of this room, so I really only had a handful of frames to get over here before he fell too far. And there you have it. Watch for rolling rocks done in 0.5 A presses. Man, I did not expect this video to become 25 minutes long when I started commentating, but I guess there was just that much to explain. Hopefully, you were able to follow along with my explanations and visuals, learn something new, and had an enjoyable experience. So, thanks for watching.
Thank you, man. Dave? Dave? Are you okay, bud? Dave? Did he just jump out a window? Dave!
Hey.
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 Was that what you were waiting for?
The glass was empty. Don't worry.
Oh. Someone in chat thought you smashed your degree. It was in like a frame, and you just brought it down over your knee immediately after watching the video. Well, thank you for watching that. Any thoughts?
I will be expecting an apology video.
What? From me?
Yes.
Why?
Criken, I told you 2 minutes into the video, I was not convinced. He had 20 minutes to finish what he started.
He finished it here.
Wing Mario over the...
He finished the level. He finished the speed run, Omega Lol, the 12-hour speed run of Mario 64. Rolling rocks.
It wasn't about the speed, it's about the A presses.
Yes, and I told it's not half an A press.
Oh, you've learned nothing. Do you need to watch it again? I'll bring it back.
I'm gonna leave. If you play it again, I am no divinity. I am leaving.
In this video, I'll be explaining exactly what I do.
Criken, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Oh my god, I cut my hand. Oh.
No, you didn't, dude! Please! Oh!
What?
Why did you cut your hand? Oh, fucking god damn it. You've done the glass bit
dude?
once before, and it was a mistake then. We all laughed about it. It was in the past. We've all grown up. And you brought it back, and you've done it in an unsafe way? How did you do this?
It was different glass this time. It was bigger glass.
Why would you use bigger glass?
I needed glass.
What do you mean?
It's the only way. It's the only way to portray my emotions.
All right, we need to work out. We need to have you talk to someone, dude. We gotta learn better communication standards, because smashing glass to express our feelings is not healthy. Okay.
This is like some real bad glass too. Can you hear that?
Yeah, that's some big glass.
Oh man, gotta clean this up. It's in the bed. Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
What?
It was in the bed last time too.
You
Oh
shattered
my
glass
God.
over your own bed?
I mean, it wasn't like not a lot got in the bed. Some of it hit my guitar though. That's not good. That's on the other side of the room. Oh boy.
Yeah, guys, that wasn't a sound effect.
Oh, that's blood.
Okay, hey, you go take care of yourself. Go get a first aid. Go get like a bandage or something. Do you want to
All
just?
right.
We can just call the stream here. This was
Are you
if you were injured, we're not going to keep playing video games. Okay,
Criken, I'm not injured. It's just
You're
a cut,
bleeding.
dude. Come on. Babies get cuts.
not from glass that they shatter over themselves.
Yeah, but it's pretty much the same thing. Look, we'll be fine. Let's take like the intros are usually like an hour anyway. Okay, give me like 5 minutes. I'll be back.
Okay,
Finish this up. We'll finish Act 1. It'll be okay.
All right.
I'm gonna get like a bandage. I'll be
Oh
back.
my god. Oh, God, chat. This wasn't supposed to happen. This was supposed to be a fun video and a fun little bit where I teach him what half an A press was. And now this video I will associate with Dave hurting himself and feeling that his degree has been invalidated by Super Mario. Okay, you know what my problem was? My problem was I challenged Sonic Speed. I think I made it personal then. That was too far. Okay, we'll see. We'll see about an apology video. It's not a bad video. Take that back. I will not apologize for the content that was shown. That video is one of the best on the internet. It's not 23 minutes of bullshit. It's 24 minutes and 38 seconds of quality. I will not stand here and let this man's name be slandered. Alright. Let's play some Divinity, I guess. I swear, if he comes back and he's still bleeding, I'm calling the stream there. God. You realize at the end he jumped to get the star right? No, he didn't. He used the B move. You can dive with B. You don't have to be jumping to gain air enough to get a star. Oh, it was a ground pound? There you go. It's ground pound. Don't worry, it's just half a cut. Oh boy. All right, I'm gonna throw up an ad. I need to get a drink to forget the last hour of this stream, okay? And then we're gonna play Divinity. This has become unhealthy. This was supposed to be a fun, you know, let's finish this act 1 of this cursed game mode. Now it's something else. All right. Be back in a second, guys.
All right. Hey.
Hey, I just stepped away, but here, I'm gonna start loading into the game so you can load in too, okay?
Okay, no problem. Oh, hot damn.
How are you feeling?
Let me fix this. Get this crap out of the way. Woo! Woo! Yeah! Hey, chat. How you doing? Ugh. Oh, frick. Ugh. Okay, who's ready for some Divinity? Yeah.
I'm getting a drink. I'll be right back.
Okay, no prob.
Are you bandaged?
Huh?
Are you bandaged?
Yeah.
Does it actually hurt?
No, dude. It cuts that are only deep enough to draw blood are fine.
Okay, you are the medical physicist.
Yeah. I just watched a couple videos on basic first aid and medicine, dude. That's all.
Can you use half a bandage?
It's not a real bandage. And I guess it is it's half a shirt. It's cut. I hate this. Half. You guys getting half a stream because of this. That's right. And you only get half a.
All right. All right, just so we're clear, did you really like get a bottle to drink from? Drink it over the course
What
of
do you
that
mean?
video and then smash it at the end as hard as you could? Or was
Like, what do you mean by that? Like, did I get up, go to my fridge, find a bowl, get it, drink the contents of it, and then smash it at the end of the video?
Yes.
That is what I did. That is exactly what I did.
God, you're so metal.
Any more questions?
No, sir. All right, unfortunately, I didn't load it as a controller, so I had to go back.
Oh, yeah.
How do I switch to a controller? Do I have to relaunch the game?
Can I just press start? Will it work?
You change input from going back to the start screen. Okay. Controls. Why are we playing controllers? Because we had an issue with our games syncing up with online, so we decided to do split screen co-op. We're gonna fix it for Act 2, but for Act 1, we're finishing it
Yeah.
in split screen.
After this one, it'll be good.
All right, I'm just gonna restart the game. Yeah, that was shocking.
Was it really?
It's just more the silence immediately afterwards. You really let it hang there, and I was like, oh no.
It needed some time.
Yeah, just let it the pregnant pause after the glass shatter.
Well, that was mainly because I had to move the immediate large shards, and I didn't want to bother anyone.
Just quietly bleeding over your desk as you move the giant shards of glass.
It's not that much. It's a slow bleed. It's not.
Oh,
there's
okay.
no like arteries or anything.
It's fine, guys. He didn't cut an artery. We're fine.
Basically, not really bleeding unless you cut an artery, so it's fine.
Oh boy. Look, I did feel bad immediately after the video. I shouldn't have brought Sonic into it, and I'm sorry about that. If you really want me to make an apology video, I will. That was unnecessary. I stand by everything else that happened in the video, my belief in the video, how its importance.
I mean, you never finished the video. You told me.
Okay, I
you
did.
Were an
it was
assistant
years ago.
professor.
It was years ago. When I have streamed and when I've attempted to stream this video, we always ended up getting cut off before, at the half mark, basically. So I didn't know where it ended. I didn't remember.
Oh, parts you said you were surprised at. I don't know.
You are free to press start, I think, to join.
Awesome.
From Dave's non-apology to Criken's non-apology, the cycle will be complete.
I mean, you've got to. I think an apology video is deserved.
Really?
It's an apt way to close this chapter.
All right. Well, as long as you don't mind waiting the 6 months or whatever it takes for me to make a video.
I teased you with that bit. If you go through with it, with the wait for 8 years before I finish this video bit.
Oh, you're roboting a little bit.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, I think just because we're loading. Hopefully, we'll see when we get back in. I mean, look, I can give you a half-assed apology. I can pump that shit out right now. Even we can just clip it and ship it. Half an A apology. Wait till 12 years and release an apology video just claiming you're building up speed. Why is Dave typing in chat now? Hello? Dave! Dave, where are you? Hello?
Hey.
Hey, are you on your phone again?
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Please don't tell me your internet or computer
it's
short.
fine. It's fine. I think the load is like hurting my laptop.
Oh god.
Oh, I see myself lighting up on Discord. I don't know if it's over.
It's about to be done loading.
Okay. I'm gonna switch back.
Okay. All right. Welcome back to the cursed modded Divinity adventure, starring yours truly, Hefferoth, the cow necromancer specter, and his lord, the Blue Prince, also known as Shronk. Shork? Where is he?
The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky.
What are you talking about?
The seven watch o'er us, you're safe in bed. So close your sweet eyes and rest your wee head.
I'm gonna recall you, Dave, because I can't hear you. Hello?
Hey.
Okay, you're still on your phone.
Yeah. That's because my laptop just turned off.
No.
My very eyes.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Yeah. What do you? I think.
Well,
look,
the good thing is, I think you can just join right in now that I'm in this this mode.
Oh yeah, through Parsec.
Yeah, I don't have to reload anything. So once you just join in via Parsec, you can hop back in.
Okay. I went to press the on button and there was a little shot of glass that I pricked my finger on.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I should have remembered from the last time, but the stuff really gets everywhere when it shatters like that. When it's real glass, too. Sugar glass, not so much. Maybe should have
you know, thought about the bit like for more than like maybe 30 minutes, because you know I thought about the bit, and then I got the bottle like 2 minutes in, and then I had to watch 20 minutes to mull it over and really think whether or not I want to go
So
through
this
with
was
it.
a premeditated bit. This wasn't, oh, I'm so angry, let me grab this empty bottle and throw it. This
Really,
was
I was, as soon as I got the bottle and when I finished everything, which didn't take long, I was waiting for a point to just smash that in the middle of the video. But I didn't do it because I thought it would derail the video, and we might never finish it if that happens.
yeah.
And I also didn't want to watch the video with shards of glass surrounding me, because that would have been dangerous.
Yeah, and your fits of
So
rage
I
to
waited till
pound
the
your
end.
table and just yeah.
What strange witchery is this?
But hey, all's well in love and war, as they say. Everything's fine.
I don't know how that's relevant, but yeah, I guess they do say that. Just, you know, try to join as soon as you can. I'm trying to explore stuff that I remember is safe, but all it takes is for one of them to be not safe.
Ugh. How do I turn the speaker on this thing?
Boy. Oh, that's the dragon. I don't want to go there.
The stone gargoyle.
You found a dragon?
You are not Brachus Rex.
Is Shronk even moving? He's just paralyzed.
Yeah, he's just waiting to camp.
It's
Sonic
all good.
Club is Love and
Gosh.
War? That's pretty fair. We've had quite a bit of both Love and War in this team.
Mainly war. I look, as soon as I get in and I'm back in the character of Shronk, he is as punished as I am. Okay, he's lost a lot.
Yeah,
I part of that break of the glass, that was for Shronk too.
you're getting in character.
Yeah, that wasn't just for me. Shronk is hurting. He needs more trickster skills. Okay, I'm gonna give it 2 minutes and then I'll be back.
All right, I'm just playing through my head the first time you did the glass breaking bit. That one wasn't even in like a fit of emotion. That was just, we came across a bottle and you wanted it to break, so you literally smashed a bottle on here.
That was a planned bit. That one was truly planned.
Yeah. This one, okay.
Yeah.
To be fair though, you were planning to get mad enough at this video to break the bottle. You know?
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you went out to get it on the specific plan that you would.
Yeah, because I like when we first started the video at 0 seconds in, it was totally cool. But then after he was done explaining the half an A press, I was like, I'm mad enough now that like I want this to end. I didn't want to watch the full video, but we were there anyway.
Are you happy we did? Be honest.
Am I happy we did? It's like there was a lot of like, I guess, you know what? Yes, I am. I am happy we did.
Good.
Because it justifies me in my rage to be as mad as I am, because I had to sit
Now,
through the
here
whole
we
thing.
go.
Oh my god, what do you mean? Here we go,
Here
dude.
we go.
What do you mean, here we go?
Here we go.
It could have been done in 3 minutes, but he got excited about it when he finished the 3 minutes. He said, oh, that was so good. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to make so much more of this video. And he goes all the way. He explains everything he does. I'm surprised he didn't explain how he wakes up in the morning and hits his alarm like he throws a sock at it. And it's like, oh, it didn't hit the snooze button. Then he gets up and has to turn it off properly, angrily. And then now he goes and takes a shower. And because honestly, he probably does that in the 12 hours while he's building up speed. He goes to sleep and wakes up again just so he can finish making this video.
Look, I get that you're hurt. I don't think it's fair to take it out on Mario. He's just doing his best, man. I'm really worried I'm gonna walk into an enemy. I'm like, oh, there's a chest. Hey, that's pretty good. Whoa.
A skeletal arm reaches upward.
I don't think I've ever seen this.
It lunges at you, violent fingers grasping only air. Despite your efforts,
Huh.
the arm divides the sands like a macabre waypost. Despite your effort, the arm
Dave,
despite your effort,
I need you to get a skeletal arm. Dave. No. Pale Ink, thank you for the 5 months, man. At least I'm glad that his laptop didn't shut off before the end of the video, because then we'd have to start all over from scratch. Oh wait, that's enemies.
Is that good? There
Oh,
it is.
I
Hey,
hear ya.
hey. Okay. I'm back. I'm gonna use the parsec link.
All right.
Controller is good.
I'm ready to let you in. Oh yeah, there's a trader up here. There he is. Accept. All right. You should be able to hit start on your controller and
Ah, perfect. Oh gosh, I gotta change my volume mixing.
check for glass first.
I'm gonna be finding glass for a couple days.
The hooded
I've
man
accepted it.
Ah, Ethan been missed, I presume. You'll find it easier to corner Alexander out here. And this delicious little morsel
Ooh.
called
the undead's bony claw pulls an elaborate cross.
Sorry.
There he
Thank you.
is. Shronk is here.
To the touch and enveloped in misty shade.
Come find me,
It
Shronk.
proffers it to you,
Or you can actually teleport to
along
me.
with a
I'm at a
sharp,
waypoint shrine.
smelling arrow.
Do I know how to
you should help.
teleport?
Now, run along with your new
Let me
toys.
see.
I've my own errands to run, you know. Indeed, I have. Precious wares, are they not?
Oh, look at this good
Amidst
stuff.
the placid rivulet stream, you feel peaceful in her presence. Soothed as you gaze upon her love. A voice seems to reach you from within your mind. The voice grows.
My children.
Oh, he gave me a crossbow. Do you
my
want that?
children.
Ooh.
Gone are my
Yeah.
children. Dead are they in the cradle I have ruled.
You feel an overwhelming sense that she...
My child, weep with me for the mother.
You feel the goddess's presence surround you. Feel her nestle you tenderly, like a mother. The intensity of her embrace deepens. Never since the unremembered days of childhood have you been so enveloped in...
My child.
I just
Or are you
My
kissing
I
the
just want to
statue?
teleport.
I just want
This
to
is the
teleport.
teleport statue.
No, it's not.
As suddenly as it came,
Oh,
the
is
voice
it?
gone,
It's not?
and you went
No.
from its presence as
Oh,
if
I
from
almost
the
walked into a
past.
combat.
Now shines with a new light.
Oh no.
And standing in its waters, you feel
Hey, lady, I just want to teleport. I don't know.
Sorry about that. All
I'm
right.
sure this is it.
How do you do the teleport thing? What's the button? Oh, there.
You gotta go to a
select.
statue.
It's this. You click on
Select?
Yeah. Click on this.
Ah,
You see over by me?
okay.
Yeah, right there.
I can just do it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can. Oh,
Shronk!
hello.
Hello. Here, let me
Who's
introduce
that?
you to my new friend. Oh, also, I don't know if you want this, because you already have a pretty good
it.
crossbow, but here it is if you want that one.
I like this one because I get summon Source Hand with it too.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you send it over?
Yes. You just got a fat inventory.
Yeah. How do I see? Oh. Oh, but it's really...
Oh, that is super strong.
And
Status walk. Ooh, it gives you invisibility too. Thank you, Bubbles, for that kind donation. Wait, Dave, you still there? Uh-oh. I heard him derez again. Please.
let up.
Hello?
Also,
You're derezing a lot there, pal. Hold on. Oh boy. His laptop bled out. Alright, sub alerts are now on. Dave. Hello. Hello. Huh. Hello? Can you hear me now? David. David.
The rest of you should try this intercom thing. It makes you sound like some kind of sky god.
David. Oh, wow. What a cursed stream this is turning out to be. Yeah, he's gone again. He definitely, his laptop crashed twice. $100%.
Okay. Hey.
Hey, bud. Let me guess.
So my internet did go out now.
Oh, it's different. It's an internet this time.
Yeah. They hit us with the 1-2 combo today.
More dead magisters.
Huh.
And, yeah. And the internet one is substantially worse.
Oh.
So this might be it for Shronk, or at least me.
Oh,
tonight.
jeez. Okay. Do you want to just reschedule this?
We might have to,
Okay.
because I can't even give a time of when it'll be back.
All right. Well, hey, at least we got to watch half an A press, you know?
Yeah, we did. I'm glad that we did, Criken. I really am.
It sounds like it. I can hear the smile on your face.
That's just the pain in my. It's just pain from my hand. You know, it's making me sound like this. It does this to my voice when I'm in pain and suffering. Physically, of course, not anything else. But thank you for exposing me to that, and all the science I've learned. I feel like I'm really ready now. Like I have the tools I need to go out into the big wide world,
Right?
the workplace. And,
Who needs a degree
yeah.
with
Who
Mario
needs one?
physics?
When you can learn it all from frickin' Terry Kane, the other guy. Anyways, I think this is goodbye.
All right. I'm sorry, man. We'll pick it up whenever your internet's stable
Yeah,
again.
well, at least now I can get my frickin' Divinity fixed eventually.
Yes, that's true.
But apologies again for the little mishap there.
Oh, he's gone again. Well, the man knows how to make an outro. Oh, sorry about that. Hey,
Oh.
did you have...
Hello?
Yes. Hello.
Even my phone internet is going down. I'm going to say goodbye and sorry once more before I
right.
get out of here.
All right, we'll play soon, man.
All right, see you soon.
Bye-bye. All right, chat. Well, isn't it fitting that on the Half an A Press stream, it turns out to be just half a stream? Right? Now what? Damn, Vermintide stream. I would, but Dave actually wanted to play Vermintide, so I would feel bad playing it now without him. Bannerlord, I'm gonna save for its own stream. Total War Response. All right, maybe we'll do a short Total War thing, but I'm probably just gonna make this a short stream, guys. Okay. Play without me. No, Dave, don't use your cell data. Go on without me. Cursed. Snooky Booey, thank you for the 3-month resub. Does that mean you started the stream with the end stream button already pressed? Yes, I've been actually holding down the clicked end stream button this whole time, just to show that you can do a stream with half a button.
It's your gold.
Let's see. I'm gonna run out of data you have to play on. What does that mean? I'm not playing Divinity without you. I'm not playing Divinity without you. Fuck it. We'll do Total War. I want to do more peasant gameplay. Peasants rise up.